And we start the second semi-final of Baltplay Open Cup. This is your bracket. We just saw Focus taking the first maps of Foggy in this very tournament. He went 4-0 in the group stage and now he's out after facing Focus here 2-0. Now it's Happy versus Cash on paper. Happy is the #1 player in the world in the ELO ranking. Also maybe the strongest player in this tournament. And he's facing Cash, who's quite the underdog, as you can see here. 100% win rate between those Russians. It's Undead versus Orc, of course. It's 26 and 27 years old, so not the youngest, but definitely not the oldest players in the scene. And yeah, you see Happy 60% versus Orc, but that's mostly due to Focus, who defeats him every now and then. But Cash should not be a valid opponent against the Russian micro god. As we said before, Echo Owls is the first game. First match, first map, that's what I wanted to say. And I would say, let's go into this. Off we go. Yeah, no subs coming in. Echo Owls, Cash in red, spawning on the upper left with an interesting base build, I guess. Happy on the other side, starts off with early Fiends, late Decay. And Remo kept on mentioning that he loves to play the Pitlord push now versus Orcs. He did that against Focus in Jera Cup and it worked tremendously well. I wonder if Cash will suffer from this as well, as Happy has the timing down for this. So both Russians, but of course the stakes are stacked highly against Cash, who's going for a Blade Master, obviously. So many good claws. Oh, and I was totally wrong with the vetoes, by the way. Of course, Cash wants Echo Owls, and Happy didn't veto it, but Happy had to veto MV, so totally normal veto. I had a little brain fart there, excuse me. So yeah, normal vetoes as it stands. Ladish shop, but that's normal with this build order. This map has, of course, the special shop, as it's only one. So, especially the invul potions will be interesting for both players here. And on the other side, 10 claw spots, as you know, for Cash. But he doesn't start creeping. He just goes for Harass immediately. Seems to know that Happy is not that strong in the early game, with only a level 1 DK and a few Fiends. He's gonna have 2 Fiends out once the DK arrives, but Cash is already there. Not even selling the TP. He doesn't have any kind of heal selves, but he snipes the Ogre Lord. If there is no coil, he has Windwalk to work with, so it's backstab versus coil. And who's gonna get the first experience of the game? It's Cash with the Gloves of Haste. So nice steal, but he's gonna get caught by the trappers. Uses a coil, uses his 2 Fiends, and Town Portal out by Cash to save this grunt. Very unlucky. 350 gold gone, and if that was worth it, I don't know. Interesting situations, as these are usually 2-on-2 partners. If there's 2-on-2 competitions, Happy and Cash play together with a kind of unusual Orc Undead combo, but we saw 120 and Shao KK being very successful with it recently. Yeah, still kind of a good start for Happy here, taking the Town Portal out. Now we have a Speed Scroll, we have a Heal Self, and the second permanent item, which is the Ring of Protection. So he got the 2 bad items that he could get from before at these spots, and Happy doesn't bother with the trappers in the north. He just goes to his expansion right away. Gloves of Haste for him as well. The tech will be a little later, but it's still, yeah, it's quite far behind Cash's tech, who's in the middle now, but he's not brave enough to start this. Just went for a circlet, sold the ring, and almost level 2. For the Death Knight here, who gets another few corpses. Oh, actually doesn't use it there. Ah, it's on cooldown, so he kills the critter, gets another set of skeletons to continue creeping, but Cash expects him here. Ina says it is worth it. I don't know, man. For the grunt, yeah, the grunt is 200 gold. You get a little less if you sell the TP. That might be true. But still, I don't know too much. Blade Master's there to steal, and he gets it. Second stolen creep, and that means Happy is kind of stuck on level 2. Where is he supposed to go with this to get level 3? There's not much that he can do at the moment, especially if Cash continues to harass like this. We have 3 Fiends though, but piercing damage versus heroes is not the best thing. Tier 2 tech almost finished. That means that Cash is already finished with a Shadowhunter second and a Bestiary. Shop is kind of protected there, I like it. 3 grunts out now. A little more damage towards the Death Knight. There's no frost armor, so this is the best time for Cash to do damage now with a kind of well-equipped Blade Master.
A town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
And it is tier 2 for Happy as well. What's this prio? Looks like it's the Lich. No, it's tier 3. Okay. Wants to have the fastest orb possible with this build. And on the other side it's tier 3 of course as well, but there it's the prioritization of second hero and tier 2 building over the tier 3 tech. Which is totally understandable, obviously. Cause of attack for the Lich and gloves. This will be a very nicely equipped second hero. And that's of course one way to go at least close to level 3, but it's not gonna be enough, even though there's like 5 units standing around here. It's just level 1 Murloc Tide Crawlers, which is not too much. Shadowhunter creeping solo, Blade Master taking out the Ogre Mage. I really like what Cash is playing here so far. Got the replenishment potion, so he can tank this with ease and can use another Windwalk, then, or use the replenishment, then go into Windwalk. Big potion of invulnerability, also a great drop for the Russian. This is his map to take, though. So if he can't do it here, then where is he supposed to do it?
A player's forces are under attack.
And he's finally getting level 3. Tome of Experience, and he takes the Tome of Experience, not leaving it for the Lich, who is just halfway through production. So he doesn't want to risk the Blade Master picking it off and gives it to the DK. I thought the Lich was a little faster though. 4 Fiends against this. And tier 3 is closing in. Also the Warmill plus Ensnare upgrade. So Raiders will be stronger. The first one almost untouched, so there's no way for Happy to snipe this one. Maybe the most important unit for Cash in this game. The first Raider. To help with creeping and of course catching some Fiends if he wants to. But he's playing this very passive now. Despite having a good early game, he doesn't want to engage with the double disable of Hex and Ensnare. And that gives Happy a lot of time to creep. The thing is, he got level 3.5 on this DK though. So far, 0 experience on the Lich, who's coming in now with the Frost Armor. Oh yeah, there's 2 Russians. I see that now. So, solo creeping Lich could be good. Now, tier 3 is closing in, and he doesn't have Backpack. So the Orb of Corruption is not available anytime soon for Happy. Despite getting a 3rd hero and then sending it to the base. I don't know, but he has to go to the base with something that is a hero. As I don't see a Backpack upgrade yet. 3 Ghouls, Destroyer upgrade. Quite normal here. No early Banshee push. No early... oh, this spot seems to be lagging a little. Especially for Greenfield, this poor guy. Troops of speed, always neat. And on the other side, we only saw a Talisman of Invasion, which is not a good item for Undead at all. So he sells it. Oh, he actually keeps it. Maybe for the Lich, to make him a little tougher. Actually keeps it on the DK. That is surprising. And he got that talisman, of course, not at the mercenary camp, but at the turtle in the bottom right. And of energy, that's an item that he's very happy about. TC 3rd, advanced battle drums, and there's the Kodo already. Cash kind of ready to fight with his 48 supply, 42 for the Undead. But now going up to 48 with another statue and another fiend. Circlet gloves. No claws on the Blade Master though. That is very rare. But the Russian is getting ready with a Pit Lord or a Dark Ranger. Still camping. everything is a little late. This is not the flawless Happy play that we usually see. This is a lot of wasted time with the DK. And if he gets caught here now... Oh, that would be bad. And he gets caught. This is really bad. The DK is not even remotely close. He can't get the third here now. He doesn't have the money. End snare immediately on the destroyer. He gets a super duper stomp out with the obsidian statue being killed there. Can't morph him, can't coil him. The Kodo is under attack. Catches a Nova and catches a coil. The Shadow Hunter is the same. He gets rid of the Kodo with the advanced battle drums upgrade. So it's definitely a problem for him to have a little bit of damage now, as there is no... Oh, there is the Berserker's upgrade now. So the Headhunters are actually worth a bit. Blade Master has the Orb of Lightning, so he can take care of this Destroyer. There's another coil, but that was... Yeah, okay, 3 remaining. Nice micro by Happy again. There is no dust, though. And this is, of course, a big mistake. Coil again on the Fiend to save him, but Happy is salvaging this so well. The Destroyer is still there with mana, actually. And the Grunts... They're falling left, right, and center. The Raiders are already gone. The Headhunters are dead too. TC almost surrounded without another Stomp though. Gets rid of another statue. The Destroyer getting attacked by the Blade Master. Does he have another coil? Yes, he does. Saves it above the trees. And the incoming Raider immediately sniped. And Cash is in deep shit here. Actually kills the Destroyer despite there being a coil. Gets a Stomp out, but that was the final one before he dies. 2 Fiends and Heroes against the Orc, so Happy did lose quite a bit. Has a lot of stuff saved in the ground. TP's out now, but that was way worse than Cash could have imagined. Happy being caught here without the DK. Just remind yourself how bad this fight started. And Happy still saves all his Fiends. He lost the Destroyer, he lost the statue, but imagine this fight with Dust. That was the massive mistake. Not able to save the Kodo. Many Raiders down as well. There's almost no control on this. And the Blade Master getting revealed. Coil Nova, Fiend shots. Oh, Invo Potion. Saves him with 10, but yeah. An investment of a little bit of mana while you have a statue against a big Invo Potion that is unique on this map is horrible. Dark Ranger third now. You don't want to end this game with another decisive Hall of Terror push. He has a mana potion, he has another Invul Potion, keeping the pendant on the DK. Gambling for another Tome of Experience. This is a level 3. Literally gets it! Level 2 on the Dark Ranger. This is 200 experience just gifted towards Happy. And I hope he gets Dust now. Like, it's the same mistake that Focus does over and over again. He seemed to learn from his mistakes recently. But yeah, having no Dust against Happy, who is so damn good with Burrow, it's quite a big mistake. And that's obvious now that Happy is trying to get this, and he gets it actually. Another Talisman of Evasion. This time it must be for the Lich, I guess. Only a heal potion. This Blade Master is quite fragile. He has a heal wave to work with, but no mana potion, no invul on the TC, who has a very easy target with only 725 HP and 2 armor. And now this time we have silence. We didn't have a third hero in the last fight. Happy breaking upkeep. Cash staying in no upkeep, not paying taxes. He does have a lot of Berserkers. Are they really that necessary though? They will die like flies. Reveal being used by Happy. This is how you do it, mate. And off we go. TC immediately sniped. Heal wave saves him for now, but so much damage onto him. He needs a potion ASAP. Kodo Beast has not eaten. Stands in a concave of fiends. That is disastrous positioning by Cash, and he's making big mistakes here. Yeah, the Berserkers are kind of fine, but the TC is dead as well. Happy is just bulldozing over him as it stands with a 12 supply advantage, and the Blade Master didn't. Yeah, he can't really do too much. He's surrounded there. Can't go into Windwalk. Is there another nuke for him? Doesn't look like it. Oh, coil, long range, right clicks, and the Blade Master's dead too. GG. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was so one-sided at the end. That was, yeah. Not having Dust cost him the game. It's quite easy to analyze this game. I mean, it started good. He stole some creeps. Then he had a few problems after he had to use the Town Pole to save his grunt, but the big mistake there. If he has dust down there when the DK is not close, he can kill a lot of fiends. Happy is not able to push into upkeep that quickly. But we saw some bad plays by Happy there as well. That's very rare. The timing was a little off. He had to wait for reinforcements and for tier 3. But again, let me remind you, Happy is on paper the strongest player in this tournament. Cash is the weakest player in the playoffs. Works like a charm, this hat. Viagra push. Thank you, weak QT. Is it possible to gamble on Warcraft 3 somehow? There are a few sites, but we don't advertise gambling, as it is illegal in Germany, as it seems. If you are a lawyer, then feel free to contact me how we can get rid of this stupid law. Because we really want to advertise it. Yeah, this is the last cast before Christmas, so kind of a signature hat for that. I will not sing Last Christmas or anything, though. Happy has Cash has 90% on W3 Arena. Wow, the skill gap is... You can really feel the skill gap on W3 Arena now. Maybe if you would invite more players to your server, that would close the gap a little. But apparently that is not needed. Oh, Cash actually left the server, I guess. He's not in the lobby anymore. Rage quit? Question mark? Maybe he's just analyzing the replay of what went wrong. Yeah, he's back, and he goes for Twisted Meadows in the second game of the set. Happy one map away from the finals against Focus, as it is in every other Jera Cup. Merry Christmas, Neo. Greets from Sweden. I would love to say Merry Christmas to you in Swedish, but actually I have no idea. But yeah, Sweden always a special place in my heart, since it has such a long history of Warcraft. I mean, Mad Frog. Do I have to say more than that? I don't think so. Do you know something about the next GCS? Nope. Not yet. God Yule? Am I pronouncing that correct? God Yule? Alright, then God Yule to you guys. Of course, Sweden has quite a cool clan in Warcraft, with Thorzane and Effect and Endars and Scud and Dovek Q and of course Nov. Good Yule? Like with a U then? Good Yule? Alright. Second set of the second semi-final. It's the lead for Happy that was to be expected, to be honest, but again, in an incredible fashion with how well he turned that fight around in the bottom left. One map away from the grand final is this guy, but we got a donation in. Will the Almighty, $5, which says Merry Christmas to you, my man. Wild Almighty, thank you for the support, much appreciated. To pay all the expensive Christmas gifts that I have for my family and friends. I'm not that type of guy. They get a little present and that's it. Don't deserve more. So, bottom left spawn for Happy, and as you can see on the minimap, upper left spawn for Cash. That means he can place his shop here, lure the rock golem into it, block it with a grunt, block it with a blade master, and... What's up? Oh, okay, just the ping. And then get a good item and a big chunk of experience. This time it's early DK, late fiends, so he varies his building order. So he's going for that, but Happy is aware, attacking the shop, and with Happy being there, I think you can just forget about the creep already. Yeah, he unloads the burrow. That's actually quite nice that you can use the burrow in range to speed up the creeping. Focus has left the game already. Alright. It's of course a Blade Master. He's still trying to go for it as it seems. He wants to pull with the grunt, but of course the Acolyte is there. He will shift the aggro. So he decides, alright, I'm gonna get this one. But he denies it to the creeps, 0 experience on the Blade Master. He needs to go into Windwalk again. This doesn't work. Oh my god, he fucks it up. Thanks to the harass and the presence of Happy, he can't go for that anymore. Now that the DK is there, it's even harder. So Cash's early game is already screwed with. First, well, is it first blood? No, first bone, right? Got a tough week. Really nice to see the streaming online for making me a relaxed evening back to Warcraft. Thanks for your entertainment. Thank you for watching, man. Always a pleasure to make your day a little easier. And your Christmas a little merrier. So, tier 2 tech, 1 burrow tech by Cash. But, as we said, there's no progress at all for this Blade Master. And Happy has a good idea of where Cash is, but walks straight by. Gambling for a Tome of Experience now. That would be great for him.
A player's forces are under attack.
I don't want to say his only chance. It's a Tome of Strength. Definitely not the best. Backstep to get at least a little damage out of it. He wanted to cancel the healing with a coil, but he went out of range, or decided otherwise. And that it's not really necessary. You can just do it with Frostmourne now. Don't understand Cash's movement too much, but I think he just wants the damage, which is understandable. Tier 2 tech, 60% done. Happy on the other side. Not as far away as he was on Echo, but still quite a big advantage. And Cash is not creeping at all. I wanted to do some evasion creeping with this little green spot that he can take out easily, but even that has been interrupted by Happy. There's no mercy for Cash, right? No friendship, just the competition in Happy's eyes. Can he finally get some experience? Yeah, he got that. 0 experience on the DK. That might turn into a problem, but once the Lich is out and the Orb is there, creeping is so easy.
A player's forces are under attack.
Like, he would love to have an aura, of course. But I think not having a level 3 Blade Master is worse. Because you have to creep with BM and SH at the same time. Since the Windwalk duration is so low. Shadowhunter coming. More fiends. But I guess Lich tier 3 destroyers is... there's no real alternative to that. Nice deny by Happy, not even granting him the experience from a skeleton. That's how serious he takes this. Shadowhunter Beastery, no tier 3 yet. There we go. He was gathering a little bit more gold.
A player's forces are
and this time it's Lich over tier 3 tech. Understandable. He wants frost armor fast. So Happy's time to creep now. In general, gonna be quite a big creeping phase, I guess. Or Happy decides to go for an early tier 3 push, which would be understandable since the Orc hero levels will be low until this point. Just a question, how fast can he go to level 3 himself? Uses some coils to speed things up. Slaughterhouse now, so his prior was Lich, tier 3, and then statues. But here comes a Creepjack. We've seen this before, but there's no Raider nearby. Imagine this with a Shadowhunter or Raider. Shadowhunter is coming in now, but yeah, the Hex is just too late. And no lockdown without Ensnare. And again, not getting the experience as the skeleton expires. It must be so frustrating. Inventory also not the greatest. Circuit is of course nice, but the rest, Shadowhunter 0 experience. Same for the Lich, but as I said, this speeds up so quickly. Level 3 is 60% done. Another burrow, he's not supply stuck. Warmill is coming, so Cash has this in order. Gloves of Haste for the Death Knight, and finally level 2. So it's easier to run away from what the Orc throws at you, which is important at this stage, because you don't want to be ensnared. The Blade Master is luring around. Windwalk is about to expire. He can't wait for the Warlord. Yep, and he gets this one, level 2.3. And denies again the first experience on the Lich. There we go. First blood for him finally. There's still one Windwalk. Reveal. And yeah, not walking out of range. There was definitely a problem. And with this, Happy can easily take it out. Oh, Rune Bracers. Would have been a great item for the blade. But Happy's fingers were a little faster. Shadowhunter comes back in. Also the grunts. Oh, uses the Hex on the Lich. And actually forces a town portal here. Well done by Cash. Didn't think that the situation is so scary. But yeah, with double disable, you know what you get. TC third. Again, this is... Shadowhunter's not even level 2 and he's going for a TC.
A player's forces are under attack.
That's kind of hard. Tier 3 is ready for Happy as well. Orb of Corruption, the power spike for Undeads alongside Destroyer upgrade.
Players' forces are under attack.
Invoke Potion and Mantle. Nice drops. Additional damage and more sustain, since I think the only way that Happy can be defeated is via hero focus, which is also hard enough. And this is the Pitlord push! The Pitlord, of course, in the late game falls off. He's not that great, doesn't scale that well. But he decides to creep before, without a level 3 DK. Yeah, you don't want to go into an Orc base. Does he have reinforced defenses? No, not yet. Building it now, though. And here, Rock Golem for Cash. But what do we see here? Boots of Kel'Thuzad, attack speed for the Lich. And Happy is one of those players who keeps it and not trades it for an Inwolf. First experience for the Pitlord. What do we see here? Boots of Kel'Thuzad would, of course, be his dream as well. It's a belt of giant strength. Not the worst. Plus 9 strength. Results in over 1k HP, so the TC is finally the tank that he's supposed to be, especially if he gets the Ring of Protection, but it's also 4 armor on the Shadowhunter. I think that's sufficient, you should give it over. Blade Master sees this. Has plus 7 and the big healing. 2 statues. How's the Destroyer upgrade doing? Should be finished. And he has, yeah, the first one in the air. This is kind of hard, as the upgrade is not finished, but it will be. 50 versus 48, but Howl of Terror diminishes a lot of the damage. There's no Dispel, obviously. No Walkers. And here we go. Howl of Terror applied to almost everything except the Blade Master, and that's like the biggest target you want to hit. 2 Destroyers in the air. Kodo Beast trying to eat, but immediately focused also by the Lich, so it tanks a lot of damage there. Another Stomp being used, but not the greatest one. Heal Wave saves the Raider for now, but the Micro is not sufficient. Kodo Beast fault as well. That's like 7 supply down. The Pitlord goes into level 2, and there is again no dust. Also, he doesn't want to use the laboratory. Does Happy lose units here? At the moment, it doesn't seem like it. There's no coil anymore though, also no mana potion, so this destroyer will most likely fall. Yeah, there we go, down he is. And the second one as well, there would be 10 supply that Happy is missing now. Another Stomp coming in. Shadowhunter is a little bit in trouble here. Oh, what am I talking about? Lot actually has to use the big heal potion. Lich still has the big invul, and once again Cash is down to basically only his heroes. And Happy takes out the shop, so no more potions, no more clarities. Cash trying to buy some time to face off this push, but there's actually not that much mana. Also no statue, maybe a little mistake by Happy to not keep a statue for the end of this fight. So he can't use spells at the moment. Also not a single coil. This is Cash's chance. He doesn't have a staff. Yeah, but TP out. Now even gets a fiend. So yeah, the end, I think, with a statue, this is Happy's fight to take. This way. He just killed a bunch of stuff. Got level 3.5. Oh, you see it in the upper overlay there. Almost level 3 with the Lich and level 2 for the Pit Lord. But Cash did way better than I expected. The 2 destroyer kills were absolute key. Ring of Regen, very helpful at this position now. Tomb of Agility. And Claws plus 9! Oh, this Lich. So much attack speed and plus 17 damage. Definitely the MVP of this army. No statues, no cursing bitches yet. Sacrificial Pit? I mean, the map is big, it's never bad to have a scout. But is this the opening to Worms as well? Here is.
A player's force is under attack.
Scourge Phone Chimes, one for the shop. You don't want to go for A-bombs here. And Red Spot by Cash. Mana Pendant and Staff of Silence, most likely the best. And Spell Shield. Orb of Darkness, not so much. You can attack air with the TC now, but that's about it. The skeletons, well, decent dish against fiends, but they won't last that long. Will be dispelled if their critical mass has been reached. Good experience though. Level 3 for the TC, and that's where Stomp becomes really dangerous. On the other side, what did we find here? Claws plus, yeah, Ring plus 4. By far the worst drop. But he gets level 3, 4. Does he have Aura? Not yet. So maybe Death Pact. Maybe a belated Aura. This looks like it's Death Pact. Doesn't use the skill point. Doubles his armor though to 32% damage reduction. And is he transitioning into something? Yes! The Lodge is already up. Going for the spell upgrade. And especially when the maps are big and there's a Howl of Terror, you need the spell. And you have the time for it. So why not? So, still no Temple of the Damned. And Creepjack, Happy has to TP out again. Did get the item and the big ogre though. Cash doesn't bother, not even with this ogre. So what did he get? Another claw? What did he get? Ah, Ring of Protection plus 3. Sells, keeps the Ring of Protection. Okay. Rogue upkeep, maybe that's the reason, doesn't want to pay pay taxes. Taxes for that ring. DC with the flute, which is nice. Plus 8 damage on the Berserkers, thanks to the Kodo and the True Shot Aura. That's massive damage. Like, seriously insane damage. The Walkers, of course. Oh, nice scout. To see this expansion immediately. The Walkers, though, are an easy target. Take extra damage from fiends, plus take good damage from destroyers, especially in ethereal form. That's out of the equation. How do you want to protect them to be ready for this? Here we go again! This is a good position for the Orc here. Everything is free to do whatever you want. End snares again on the destroyers. Howl of Terror applied. Where's the dispel? We don't see it yet. Where's the walker? Did he take him out already? That would have been like super crazy quick. Kodo is gone, and there's no second backup when he gets the destroyer though. And as I said, the berserkers are quite good. I like how Happy took out the walker like immediately. Shadow Hunter falls, and the rest of the army is crumbling as well. No healing, no hacks. Nice stomp coming in though, but that's about it. The Blade Master is level 4, but the inventory is ridiculously weak. He's critting here and there. Happy saved this fiend with 10 HP. Destroyer with more mana, that means more damage, killing all the raiders. Ah, there's the walker. Of course, it's way too late now to dispel anything. Pit Lord level 4. That's insane. Next Kodo Beast comes in, but he knows he has not too much to do here. Oh, interesting. Coil on the raider. On the walker, not on the raider. And the expo is not finished. He cancels it right before it finishes. Oh, Cash. This is hard to watch, man. Again, he killed a bit of stuff. But Happy has the better end. 4 heroes. And 1 minute and 20 seconds. Until he gets the Shadow Hunter back. And then he has the healing again. But Happy doesn't push into the base. Even though if he has 2 invul potions, not enough mana on him. Actually swapped over the Mantle of Intelligence, interestingly. Which is quite a Gatling gun though. Plus 9, plus 6, plus 20 damage. And again a ring. Give it to the Pit Lord this time. Doubling his armor as well. We just need another ring for the Lich, and then we have it all. Lich is constantly scouting this. Kodo has not eaten anything, so he needs that vision with it. Still no Banshees, just 50 supply, Fiends and Destroyers. How many walkers does he have? Oh, 0? And he's not producing one. He has 500 gold. Is he really saving his money for a pocket factory? For a pocket gold mine? That would be super duper greedy. And Happy can creep so much more. Level 5 on the DK. Level 4.5 there. Rune braces again. Again, 58 supply, 2 destroyers. They have mana, 3 destroyers. There's no way you can fight this. It's an 18 supply advantage and Howl of Terror. No dispel. Yeah, have fun fighting that. Blade Master has to do incredible work. Stomp coming in. Nice, Nova. Taking out the Kodo Beast immediately. Again, there's no backup. And the coil hits on time. Great micro. Again, the stun was nice. But what can you do? The Blade Master is kind of the only anti-air solution in the absence of all berserkers. Wonder if the Pit Lord can go to level 5 in this fight. No, it's level 4.5. Didn't even have time to sell the rune bracers. And Cash is just running away from the fight. Almost doubling him in supply.
A player's forces are under attack.
Trying to buy some time for the expansion again. Runs away with it. Wow. 5, almost 5, and 4.5. Replacing a Kodo Beast takes a lot of time. So I don't know if you should like either use a speed scroll or just leave them in the back. Here we go. Lich a little bit out of position. Also the Fiend's not in the greatest spot of all time. The walkers, man. Yes. Just presented him on a silver platter. He eats them for breakfast. 1 kill after another. GG. And it's the second 2-0 in a row. In these semifinals, we have our grand final, and it looks like a Jera Cup grand final. Happy versus Focus for 100 bucks. Cash, basically without a chance here. there was not too much to do for him. Happy, just a superior player, had better timings this time, just in general, played it better. And Cash needs some more practice, especially if it's against a caliber like Happy. So, who's gonna keep the clean sheet? Is it Focus or Happy? They are in the finals, and they will fight for 100 bucks in a best of 5 coming up right now. We sent you into a small commercial break, and then we'll be back with the conclusion of Baltplay Open Cup.